explain it, right? That'd be, I'd say, a goal for the next month or so, is to get something drafted out that you think is going to fit into 5 minutes, that you think I can show this to somebody and I don't need to be there to explain it. If you want some help from me in the next month, February is a pretty quiet month for me until the end of the month, so I'm around, and I can come up and work on it with you one-on-one if you want. We can do some peer review protocols where we can, the 4 of us or 5 of us can sit down, look at each other's stuff, give each other some feedback, however you want to proceed with that. There are a couple things that the marketing committee of TEDx Front Range needs from you all. A short bio, no more than 250 words, and they're all on this form that I have for you that you can do. A headshot, and it can be, this is TED, right? So if you've seen TED Talks, most everybody does a TED Talk is dressed not a whole lot different than you are, Peter, right? So you don't have to go get a headshot with a tie or anything fancy, right? Do a headshot that says you, who you are. Do you want to do a headshot up against an outdoor space in Loveland because that's your talk, Christian? Go for it, right? But we need a nice headshot that's sort of, mostly focused on your face. What else do we need in there? If you have websites, Twitter feeds, any of that stuff that you would want people to know about, a QR code that links to a paper or some research that you've done, like share that with us, because the marketing committee wants to blast you out to the world as somebody who has something to say about the creative potential of the Front Range. So anything you want to go there, and then Monica, we probably want to promote the book that you have from here, unless one of the 3 of you already has a book.
No,
Okay,
hopefully.
And they're amazing kids. So
Written a book? Have any of you guys written a book?
The 3 of you, or if you have something underway and you wanted to sort of.
Well, Sierra will be writing a book,
Yeah.
but probably not for another year.
He's next needs that. So.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We'll talk about that later.
Or a website.
But yeah, hopefully we'll have
Whatever.
100 or 200, however many copies we need just to hand out to people. So yeah.
Okay.
Be great.
We're looking for at least 75, so that everybody who does the
Okay.
VIP ticket, which I think is going to be around $80, gets a copy of books from speakers.
Okay.
So that would be great. And then, if you want to pump more out, that's fine.
Okay.
It can be available at a table in there. And then, Sierra, I know in your case, you've worked with some mentors who are part of particular organizations. And so if you'd like people to know about those organizations because they've been part of your mentor story and they're okay with that, you could share the links to those websites or those organizations because it's part of who you are and what your story is. And that goes for YouTube also.
That's
Right?
a good idea.
But the idea here is to create as much publicity, and as you know, if each of you is putting out 3 or 4 different points of connectivity, Twitter feed, a QR code, a website, whatever, the chances that somebody will click on that, think it's cool, and forward it increases the overall publicity about the event. Because somebody will say, hey, Peter's talking about some aspect of American Sign Language I hadn't thought about before. I'm going to share that with my American Sign Language community, and suddenly you get tweeted out to 400, 500, or 5,000 people, depending on the person who sees it. So, and the marketing committee has been riding me hard the last month because they're ready to go. They're like, we want to promote this. So, you give me something and they'll blast it all over the planet.